Om Namo Venkatesaya. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavathanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashanteye Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanideye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Tismarana Matrena Janma Samsara Bandhanat Vimuchate Namastasmi Vishnave Prabha Vishnave Lakshmi Nata Samarambam Nate Amana Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Partaya Pradibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvamanusandatami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Namo Venkatesaya. My pranams to everybody. We have been seeing chapter 7 of the Bhagavad Gita, where Bhagavan says he is going to talk about Jnanam Vijnanam. Maya Sakta Manapartha Yogam Yujjan Madashreha Asamchayam Samagramam Yadanyasisita Sruna. That is, you have been practicing this Dhyana Yoga, and also you have been, your mind has been always with me, and therefore I'm going to talk to you about my complete nature, which you have been wanting to know. That's what he says. Then second sloka, of course, he says, I'm going to give you this jnanam as well as vijnanam. Not only the Brahma Vidya, but also the Yoga Sastra. That is how to practice that and get into the anubhava of practicing this knowledge. That's what Bhagavan is going to talk about, jnanam vijnanam. Then he says it's a difficult thing because only 1 in 1,000 try to get into this path of spiritual path to get into moksha. But even among the people who follow that, only very few know me in completeness. That is the truth. What is my true nature? Only very few people know that. So that is why it is difficult. So I'm going to talk, but anyway, I'm going to give you that. The fourth sloka is talking about this lower nature. It is split divided into 8 parts. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu kamano buddhi revacha ahamkara iti yamme bhinna prakriti ashtada. That means the 5 panchabhutas along with the tanmatras, along with manas, buddhi, as well as the ahamkara. This is my the what you call the divided nature. Let's move on to sloka number 5.
Apareyamiyastvanyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho ya edam dharyate jagat.
So Mahabaho, Arjuna has got these mighty shoulders, Mahabaho. Apara, that means whatever I told you in the earlier part, that is the 8 divided nature, it is apara means lower nature. Para means higher, apara means lower. Apara iyam, that means all these things are lower nature. Itaha tu anyam, that means apart from that, there is something which is different. Anyam is different. There is something which is different. Prakritim vidhi me param. So know that which is a higher nature. All these panchabhutas, all those things, this buddhi, manasa, buddhi, ahamkaram, all these things are my lower nature. There is something which is beyond that, which is called as the higher nature. What is that? Jiva bhutam yaya idam dharyate jagat. So that means jiva bhutam means that is the jivatmas. That is which is the sentient things. All these things are inert things. Including the mind, it also is an inert. Mind gets its chetana only because of the support from the what do you call this this jivatma. Otherwise, mind is also inert. All these things are inert. All these panchabhutas, the tanmatras, the manas, buddhi, ahamkar, all these things are inert. They get only shine because of the, this jiva bhutam. It is like in a bulb. The bulb is only inert. The bulb burns only while it lights up only when there is electricity flowing through that. Without electricity, bulb is only inert. Like that, when the jivatma is there, only all this manas, buddhi, all these things become active. Without that, they are only inert. So all these things are inert, and therefore they are lower nature. My higher nature is jiva bhutam. That means the jivatma. Yaya, by through him, idam jagati dhari. That because of them only this bhumi is sustained. So supposing, let's assume this earth has got only inert things. How will it be? The earth cannot even function. No? You need a jivatma. You need all these living beings, all these things. Only the dynamism will be there. So the dynamism and then all the activities and other things will take place only if there's a jivatma. If there's no jivatma, imagine a situation there's only inert things, not even animals, birds or insects or anything. All these things are also jivatmas. So it said that, in this Bhagavata Puranam, 8.4 million species are there in this universe. So that means 84 lakhs. So if none of the jivatmas are there, the earth will be a very dreary place. There won't be any activity or anything like that. So therefore, Bhagavan says, this is what jiva, because of them only the whole earth is sustained. Jiva Puta Mahabaho Yaya, by through this jivatmas, idam, this jagat means this universe, dharyate is being supported. That means being held by this universe. This universe is held by this jivatma, which is my higher nature. That's what he's saying. Incidentally, the word jagat is very beautiful in Sanskrit. Each word has got it gives its own meaning by when if you deeply analyze each word. For example, take the word jagat. Jagat has got 3 letters: jaya, ja, ga, and da, it. So ja refers to jayate. Jayate means which is being born. Ga means gachati, that means which goes. That means jagat represents it is birth means the creation. Gachati means pralayam. Th means it is only half matra. So it is a consonant. That means means tishtati. It gives an appearance of existence because it is not complete existence. So that means it gives an appearance of an existence. So that means the entire universe comprises of creation, gives an impression of existence, and then finally it is also getting into the pralaya. So that is the meaning of this jagat. So the word itself denotes what it means like that. So this world is sustained by this the jivatma, which is my higher nature. That's what Bhagavan says. Let's move on to the next sloka.
एतद् योनीनि भूतानि सर्वाणीत्युपधारय अहं कृत्स्नस्य जगतः प्रभवः प्रलयस्तथा.
So, etat yonini bhutani, etat yonini bhutani, sarvani upadaraya, iti upadaraya. That means all these things, yoni means that is the source. The source of all these things that is in this universe is only these 2 things, the lower prakriti and the higher prakriti. That's what Bhagavan says. Etat yonini bhutani. All the living, bhutani means all the beings in this universe have their origin from this. Yoni means the origin from Sarvani, all this, Sarvani Bhutani, they know this, all these things are, the what do you call this, the source of all these things in the universe is only this, the Apara Prakriti and then Para Prakriti. That is the inert and then the Jivatma. Like take our own body. Our body consists of this physical body, which is made up of inert things, the Panchaputas, and we have got this Jivatma also. So that means the entire universe is a combination of these these inner things as well as the living being. This is what Bhagavan says. The entire source is only because of these 2 things. Aham, that means I am. Bhagavan says he himself. Krishnasya Jagataha, that means Krishna means complete. The entire universe. Jagataha means, we spoke about the Jagat means this universe. The entire universe's Prabhavaha and Pralaya. That means the creation as well as this sustenance, creation as well as the Pralaya. That means the annihilation. That all these things are only me. So that means all the things that are existing in this world is a combination of this para prakriti and then apara prakriti, and the entire creation and as well as the annihilation is only me. Bhagavan is the only creator as well as the annihilator of this entire universe. That's what he is talking about. Let's move on to the sloka number 7.
मत्तः परतरं नान्यत् किञ्चिदस्ति धनञ्जय मयि सर्वमिदं प्रोक्तं सूत्रे मणिगणा इव.
Beautiful sloka. Please, this is one of the important slokas of this chapter. Matta parataram nanyat. That means that is beyond me. Mattaham, from me. Parataram, that is something which is greater than me. So suppose Bhagavan says, is there, if you look for anything which is greater than me in this universe, na anyati kinchidasti, there is not even the slightest thing that is there which is beyond me. That means I am the ultimate. That's what Bhagavan is saying. Matta parataram nanyati kinchidasti dhananjaya. Dhananjaya, of course, the Arjuna is called as Dhananjaya because he was the person who was able to gain victory on this wealth. When any yaga yajnas are being performed, they'll have to collect the dravya, the wealth for that. So Yudhishthira used to nominate Arjuna for getting all these, dravyas for that. Arjuna has to go to different kingdoms and get this, the money for that and the dravyam for, performing this yajnas. And therefore he used to be called as Dhananjaya. So that means Dhananjaya. So, Dhananjaya, Arjuna, there is nothing beyond me. So I am the ultimate person. Matta parataram nanyat. In fact, the Alvars and all say, there is nobody even equivalent to you. Why talk about people higher than you? There is nobody equivalent to you. Then why should we talk about somebody who is beyond you? So that means there is nobody equivalent to you, and therefore there is nobody beyond you also. In fact, that's what Thiruvalluvar says. Tanakku omai illadan taal sendar kallal manakkavalai maachalad. Tanakku omai illa. That means there is nobody equal to him. In fact, in Vishnu Sahasranam, we had this famous nama Atulaha. Atulaha. Atula means tulyam. That means one is equivalent to him. Atulaha means not. There is nobody equal to him. That's why he's called as Atulaha. So that's Atulaha. So Bhagavan, Tanakku Ome Illa. That means there is nobody equal to him, and therefore he is also Bhagavan is called as Atulaha. In fact, if you go to this South India, there is a temple called Uppiliyappan, because it is also called as Uppiliyappan as well as Uppiliyappan. Uppiliyappan means because the Markandeya Rishi, whose daughter Bhagavan wanted to marry, he came in an aged man, old man, and therefore this Markandeya Rishi said that no, I can't give my daughter to you because she's very young. She doesn't know even how much salt to be put into this food and all those things, and therefore he said doesn't matter. I mean, I will take my food without salt at all. That's what Bhagavan said. So that's why in Uppiliyappan's Koil, all the Naivedyams will be without any salt. That's why it's called as Uppiliyappan. Other meaning of Uppiliyappan, Uppillappan. That's what Alvas have said. Oppu Illappan. Oppu means one is equivalent to. So that means somebody who can be compared to him. So Oppu Illappan, Uppiliyappan. So that's what is called as Uppiliyappan. So Bhagavan also says, Matta Parataram Nanyati Kinchidasthidam. That means there is nobody, not even the slightest of thing that is above me. That means I am the greatest, I am the highest superior person. That's what Bhagavan is declaring in this sloka. Of course, Bhagavan is only saying what is found in the Vedas. He's not, in egoistic saying that I am the greatest person or something like that. He's saying that there is nothing beyond me. That's what he's saying. Matta parataram nanyati kinchidasti dhananjaya. The second line is also equally important. Mai sarvam idam protam sutre maniganavya. Mai in me, Mai sarvam, all these things, whatever I talked about, the prakriti, the apara prakriti, the para prakriti, all these things, the entire universe, sarvam idam protam. That means they have been united. Sutre, like in a this sutra is that thread. They have been united in a thread, like thread. Mani Gana Viva. So that means Bhagavan is given an example. So you take a necklace or a pearl garland or a flower garland. Flower garland is made up of several different types of flowers. So different types of flowers is ultimately united through this, this thread. The thread is the one which is uniting all this, this various types. The flowers may be of different colors, different sizes, etc. Some may be small, some may be big. If you use this kadamba flower, or even if you take roses or something, some roses may be big, some roses may be small, etc. Everything could be different. So each one of them is different, but there is one thing which is uniting all of them. So all those things are which united is only the thread. And what is important is you don't see the thread or you don't see this thread which is uniting all of them, but you see only the garland, etc. So this universe is also like that. Bhagavan says, Bhagavan is all these things, various things you see, 7.8.4 million species, all the inert matters, everything is like a garland to me. So that means all these things may be of different nature, different sizes, all those things, but then all of them are united together through one thread, common thread, which is not visible. As in the garland, the thread is not visible like that. The invisible thing is the Bhagavan. So that means the Bhagavan is the one uniting factor. All these things are in me, like a sutre manigana viva. So that means I'm like the thread. The thread is the one which is common, which is passing through everything. That means Bhagavan is the one common thing which is present in all this entire universe. The entire universe is pervaded by Bhagavan. He is present in all beings. And then this is not visible, like the thread is not visible, but is connecting all the things in this universe completely. So what will happen if you just remove the thread from that garland? The entire thing will fall off completely. The flowers, or maybe if it's a pearl garland, the pearl necklace, the pearls will completely fall off. So like that, if you remove the Bhagavan from that, Bhagavan is the one which is uniting all these things, is supporting all these things. If the Bhagavan gets away from this, the entire universe will be in helter-skelter. That's what Bhagavan is trying to say. Mayi sarvam idam protam sutre maniganavya. So that means, see the thing which is uniting all these things. Arjuna, see the thing, one thing which is uniting all these things which are of diverse natures. That united thing which is uniting is me. That's what Bhagavan says. So beautiful sloka, this 7th sloka is saying, Matta parataram nani. That means Bhagavan, there is nothing beyond me. I am the ultimate person. There is nothing, even the slightest thing that exists beyond me. And in me, everything is getting united. I am like the thread which is passing through this entire garland, which is uniting all the garlands of different sizes, different shapes, different types of flowers. All these things are being united by one single thread. And like that, I am the entire universe, diverse universe of multiplicity of the human beings, multiplicity of different species, multiplicity of different inner things, multiplicity of this panchabhutas. Everything is getting, I am the one thing which is passing through all of them and uniting them together. That's what he says, Bhagavan is saying in this sloka. Let's move on to the next sloka.
Rasohamapsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayoho pranavas sarva vedeshu shabdah ke paurusham nrishu.
Now he's going to talk about what are the things that is important things. Of course, he's going to talk in a detailed manner in chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga, different things. But in 5-6 slokas, he's talking about what are the important things he is there. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Kaunteya Kunti son. Apsu up means this water. Aham the taste in water. Of course, people talk about, water is odorless, colorless, tasteless, and all. The water has got the taste. Taste is the one. If you look at, your mouth, the mouth has got saliva. So the saliva is the only thing which is liquefying all the solid foods which you can, and only because of that saliva, when it becomes liquefied, then you can get in a liquid form, you can find the taste in the tongue. That's why people, when they take, some tablets, they put it right into their, throat or something like that, so that they don't feel the taste of it. So as long as the saliva is there, saliva is the one which is, which is making the solid into the liquid, and liquid only has got the taste. So Bhagavan says, Rasoham apsu kaunte. In water, I am the taste. So that the essence of water is only the taste. That's what Bhagavan is saying. Rasoham apsu. Anything which is the essence, Bhagavan says, I am that. That's what it is. That means the essence of everything is called as dharma. Dharyate anena iti dharma. That means that which is supporting that quality is dharma. For example, if you take sugar, the quality of sugar is sweetness. Supposing if it will say it's a bitter sugar, you don't say that. If the sweetness is not, it is no longer sugar. So the sugar is the one which the sweetness is which is giving, which is the dharma of the sugar. So like that, Bhagavan is saying, Rasoham apsu kaunteya. So in this water, I am the taste. Rasa means taste. Taste, I am the apsu means water. Prabhasmi Sashi Surya. Sashi means the moon. Surya means the sun. I am the shining, or I am the light. Prabha. Bha means the light. Prabha means Prakarshena Bha. That means, that's why, you call it Bhaskaraha. Bhaskaraha. Bha means the light. Kara means all is his hands. So that's why the sun is called as Bhaskaraha, the light. So I am the light in the sun and the moon. Supposing there is no light in the sun and the moon, can you call them as sun and the moon? Because the essence of what the sun, the Chandra and the Surya is only the light. So Bhagavan says, I am the essence of that. That means Prabhasmi Sashi Suryayoho. Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. Beautiful sloka. Bhagavan says, among all the Vedas, I am the Pranava mantra. So what is that? The Vedas, the Devatas went and approached Brahmaji. He said, the Vedas are so, vast, and other things. It is Anantavai Vedaha. All that we know today, Vedas is only what has been retrieved by the rishis. There may be even hundreds and millions of, Veda Shabdas available, which has not yet been retrieved by the Vedas. So that is the greatness of Vedas. So it is so vast, so we are not able to, get the grasp of it. Tell me, what is the essence of the Vedas? The Brahmaji said, the essence of the Vedas is found in the Gayatri Mantra. They said, even the Gayatri Mantra is a little difficult. Tell me one single letter which represents the entire Vedas. The Brahmaji said, it is the Pranavakaram, Omkaram. Omkaram represents Akaram, Ukaram, Makaram. I'll just give two meanings of that. You can interpret it in many ways. One is A represents Akaram. Akaram represents Bhagavan. Bhagavan is going to talk about in this chapter 10. Aksharanam Akaroham. Among all the letters, I am the Akaram. Akaram is the third one. The first letter that comes out of her without making any efforts from her abdomen is A. For all other things, we'll have to take any efforts, but without any effort, which comes out is the Akaram. That's what Bhagavan says. All the Sabda starts with Akaram, and therefore Bhagavan says, I am there. In fact, Thiruvalluvar says, Agara Mudala Ezhuthellam Adi Bhagavan Mudachevula. Agara Mudala Ezhuthellam. That means they like for all the letters, the first letter is Akaram. Similarly, the entire universe is beginning with the Adi Bhagavan. That means the early Bhagavan is the source of this entire universe. That's what he says. So, Akaram. Bhagavan, Akaram, the Om can be split into A plus Om becomes O. That is the Guna Sandhi in Sanskrit, grammar, Vyakarana. So, plus followed by this Makaram. That is that half this Makaram. So, Akaram represents Bhagavan. Ukaram represents Mahalakshmi Tayar or the Guru. So, but the person who is very close to Bhagavan is the Tayar or the Guru. That is what is Ukaram. Then Makaram represents the Jivatma. So you cannot Makaram because it undergoes Makam. It's Martya. That means it undergoes the, it is born and it is born. It undergoes change. It dies again, born, etc. That's why it is called as Im. And again, Im you cannot say without closing your lips. Ah you cannot say without opening your mouth. That means the creation. And Im you cannot say without closing your lips. So that means the Jivatma perishes ultimately, at the end of each life. So that's why it is called as Jivatma, Im. So that means Akaram, Ukaram, and Makaram. So A plus U Om, then Im Karam. So that means the Pranava, the meaning of Pranavakara is the person who is uniting this Jivatma with Paramatma is Mahalakshmi Tayar, or the Guru. Guru is the person who is able to take the Jivatma close to the Bhagavan and then makes him, get into this fold of Bhagavan as such, get his grace only on recommendation of these two people, because Bhagavan looks at all the karmas and says, this person is not fit enough to get into my fold, and therefore he has got to undergo these various samsara chakras. But then the Bhagavan said, the Mahalakshmi Tayar or this Guru says, I'm, in fact, Guru can even command. He can say, we can order Bhagavan saying that, no, you have got to take this guy into his fold. And Bhagavan is Bhakta Paradinaha, and therefore he definitely, he looks at the recommendation of his gurus. Or Mahalakshmi Tayar, like, the mothers always, plead with their husbands for the children. When the child has got a very poor mark in the rank card, the child goes to the mother and says, I need to get the signature from the dad. So mother goes and tells, this, last time, he was not well, he had to do so many things, and therefore he didn't get good marks. And next time he will do well, so please sign this report card or something like that. So like that, the Mahalakshmi recommends the case, saying that nobody in this world is, is because of the Maya, they all get astray. And this guy at least has come to us and then surrendered us, so you should take care of him. And therefore, she is able to unite this Jivatma with Paramatma, and that is what is represented through the Pranavakaram Om. The other meaning of Pranavakaram, which is found in the Mandukya Upanishad, is something like this. Akaram represents the waking stage, Ukaram represents the dream stage, and Makaram represents the deep sleep stage. And there is one silence. If there is no silence, you cannot hear any sound. Supposing there is the jazz music at the background, whatever people say, it won't be heard also. So that silence is the common which is present in all the three stages. That is called the Turiya stage. And that is what is represented through the Pranavakaram. Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. So Bhagavan is the Pranavakaram in Sarva Vedeshu. Pranava is one of the 1,000 names of the Lord in Vishnu Sahasranam also, you feel. Shabda Ke Paurusham Nishu. That means K is the Kham, is the Akasham. Bhagavan, the Tanmatra of the Akasham is the sound. Bhagavan says, I am the sound. I am sound in the sky. Paurusham Drishu. That means I am the manliness in all these various beings. That means the courageousness that is found in all the human beings is know that to be me. That's what it is. Drishu means all the beings, not necessarily human being, male. It means male and female. The courageousness that is found in the human beings is understand that to be me. That's what Bhagavan says. We'll continue the discussion tomorrow. Vasutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramadhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Krishna 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 Krishna.